Hello there, my yarn and wool enthusiasts. Welcome to Arlene Knits. In today's tutorial, we're going to cover how to make a pair of these super cool ankle warmers, and we're going to be using my wonderful technique, the unique typewriter method. You're going to need a pair of circular needles, preferably a 6 to 7 millimeter. Mine broke, so I have to use these little ones. 3 balls of your finest scrap yarn. A row marker, I just use a keyring. Elasticated thread, you should be able to find this at your local haberdashery shop, and it looks like this. A pair of sharp sewing scissors. And lastly, a crochet hook. To get started, to set up, we're going to cast on 40 stitches for a small, 45 for a medium, and 50 stitches for a large. For row 2, we're going to introduce color 2, and we're going to knit that whole row. When we start row 3, we're now going to introduce our third color, and we're going to knit that whole row too. For row 4, you're now going to grab all 3 of the colors and you're going to knit them simultaneously all together. Now for row 5, you're going to go back to color 1 and you're going to purl the entire row. So it's color 1, purl, not knit. We then go back to color 2, knit that row, back to color 3, knit that row, and for the next row, you're going to knit all 3 together, and for row 4, you purl with color 1. So it's those 4 rows repeated, and you're going to keep doing this until you have about 80 rows or 20 of these ridgy lump bump thingy-majobbies. I ran out of the purple wool and had to use this pink wool, but this is what it's going to look like. For the next row, you're going to purl with color 1 one last time. Then you can cut off colors 2 and 3, but not too short because we don't want to lose them. You can grab your row marker now and you can pop it on, and we're going to introduce the 2x2 rib knit. So that's knit 2 stitches, purl 2 stitches, knit 2 stitches, purl, repeat, and we're going to knit this out now for about 12 rows. And then we're just going to go make a pot of glue vine because life's short and the winter is very cold. You can now remove your row marker and you can grab your elasticated thread. Turn your work around now as if you're going to now start knitting in the opposite direction, and we're going to cast off using our elasticated thread. Just remember to knit stitches and purl stitches while you're casting off. And when you're done, you can cut your elasticated thread and grab your crochet hook and have him ready. We're now going to turn our ankle warmer inside out. And you can grab the 2 elastic ends and you're going to tie them to the yarn. We're going to tie them tightly, but just make sure it's not too tight because the elasticated thread can very easily snap. So tight, but not too tight. And we can now grab our crochet hook and we're going to use it to work these loose ends down the side, going towards those other loose ends at the little bottom bit there. You can tie all the loose ends together nice and tightly. And grab your scissors, trim those ends off. This is the finish that you get from casting off with an elasticated thread. It's really nice and stretchy, and I'm honestly a huge fan. Next up, we're going to be picking up all of the stitches on the opposite side of your ankle warmer. I prefer picking up stitches with a crochet hook, and this is my technique, but you do you. You can now pop your row marker back on and slip the first stitch over. And then go back into your 2x2 rib knit for 12 rows and cast off with your elasticated thread and all that jazz. When you're done, you can just pop your ankle warmers on, grab your glue vine, and go sit by the fire and enjoy a wonderful winter night. Thanks, guys, and I hope to see you soon in the next one.